YouTube, so I'm back with a pickups video. It's been like 2 months since I did the last one. This one's mostly Christmas items I got. I don't really go out shopping very often anymore, and when I do, there's not really anything I feel like I need to pick up unless I'm at a thrift store, but half the time there's nothing there that really catches my eye. I guess since most of it's Christmas stuff, I'll start with Christmas. I do plan on doing more YouTube videos now. I do have time. I'm off at like 1:30 every day. Of course, that means I go in at 5 in the morning every day, but I left the theater, which was my part-time job, but I got a promotion at my other job, so I don't really need to. The extra money is nice, but it sucks not having time to myself. So now I have time to play games and time to do whatever, I guess. Just can't be up super late. That sucks. Oh well. First off, I got this probably like a month ago, but I don't usually buy pops anymore because they take up a lot of space and I really don't have the need for them unless they're like super cool, and I I love this, so I went ahead and picked that up from Hot Topic, I think. Another figure, and I had to get it because I saw it at GameStop, and this was the first game I ever owned. When I was 11 years old, my mom came out with a 64 after I had opened all my presents and was like, "You've got another present." And it took a lot of convincing to get my parents to get me a system when I was little, so it was kind of a big deal. I had my friends over, we had a sleepover, and I forgot about them for the rest of the night and played Banjo-Kazooie all night. So I saw this at GameStop, and this is actually going for like $30, $35 on eBay, but at GameStop, if you can find it anymore, it's 10. But it's going to be hard to find. I don't think they're making any more of these. They also have like Crash, they've got Horizon Zero Dawn, Battlefront 2, Battlefield. But he's just super cool, and there are a lot of games that you see tons of merchandise for, like you see Mario, you see Zelda, you see Crash, all those all the time, but never Banjo-Kazooie, because ever since Rare was bought out by Microsoft, we haven't really gotten a lot of good Rare games or anything. So, I mean, 64, some of the best games were from Rare, and I'm happy to have this. That one I'm definitely keeping for forever, and I know it's going to go up in value, but I'm not going to sell it. I got a lot of movies for Christmas, mostly steelbooks, and I already opened them already, so I can show you what they actually look like. But the first one is Batman Ninja. These are the DC original animated movies. These, I haven't watched this one yet, and I heard it was not that great, but I love the DC animated movies. I think they're awesome. And I just saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse a week ago, and that movie was amazing. I wish Marvel would do more animated movies like DC does, because it's better. And of course, got Pokemon. It's a trilogy of the original 3 movies, and the steelbook's not really anything all that special. Some of these are really cool to look at. But back when I was a kid, I loved the original Pokemon movies. Not really excited for Detective Pikachu. The Pokemon look really creepy. So, this one's not a steelbook, but it's Studio Ghibli's Mary and the Witch's Flower. I think it has some sort of something to do with Kiki's Delivery Service, which is not my favorite Studio Ghibli. My favorite's probably Howl's Moving Castle and Grave of the Fireflies, which is one of the saddest movies you'll ever watch. But I love Studio Ghibli, so I had to get it. Well, I got it for Christmas, but I put it on my list, so. And a lot of people talk shit about this, but I love Star Wars regardless of what anybody says. And I really enjoyed The Last Jedi the first time I watched it. The second time I didn't like it as much, but it's still, I think it's still a decent movie. But yeah, it's like some of the steelbooks are really cool. Like this is, I'm not gonna take all of them out because I don't want to ruin the discs. But and I don't have 4K player, but they all come with Blu-ray discs too and ultraviolet codes, so I don't really have to worry about it. Now this was an amazing movie, one of my favorite movies of last year, Blade Runner 2049. The original Blade Runner is in my top 3 movies of all time, honestly. I know it's a little slow, but the first time I watched it, I wasn't sure. And then it's one of those things where you go back and you're like, you know what, I think I kind of liked that movie. And then you watch it over and over and over again, and you like it more each time you see it. But Blade Runner 2049 was actually a very good sequel to Blade Runner. Highly recommend. And this is so awesome, this steelbook. This is the original Lion King. Yeah, it's just the first one. But yeah, it's super cool. That's one of my favorite Disney animated movies, I think. Beauty and the Beast might be my favorite. Beauty and the Beast, Lion King. I really like Tarzan. And Pocahontas, I think, are my top. And then I've got another DC animated movie, Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay. I haven't watched this one yet either. I did watch, it's either Assault on Arkham or Attack on Arkham. I think it's Assault, but I didn't really like that one. That's my least favorite of the animated movies that I watched, just because King Shark looked like Killer Croc, and it didn't make any sense. And I didn't like the voice actor or actress for Harley Quinn in that one, but we'll see if that one's good. And I've heard good things about this one, but Justice League: The New Frontier, and it's really cool, the art style of this. It's like all classic. Steelbooks are really nice because they last forever, they look really good on the shelf, and I don't know, I prefer them. They used to be a lot more expensive than they are now, so. And got the original Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph, not Wreck-It Ralph. But I really like this movie. I didn't see the second one yet. This is my favorite movie of this director. I can never remember the name. But it's the same person who did The Wolf Children, Boy and the Beast, and it's Summer Wars, but it's basically kind of like the Ready Player One, Sword Art Online sort of vibe to it. But it's a great movie, and it's kind of difficult to find. One of my favorite trilogies, Lord of the Rings. I'm not really a big fan of the Hobbit movies, but I love Lord of the Rings. And honestly, I may try to binge watch these in a day. This I saw when I worked at the movie theater when I was young. One of my first jobs. And Grindhouse. It's a Tarantino and a Rodriguez film. Well, it's two movies in one, Planet Terror and Death Proof. Planet Terror is definitely my favorite. Fergie made an appearance in it. It's pretty bizarre, but it's funny. And then I love Stephen King, so The Shining. And then this one I'm going to take out. That's what the inside looks like. It's a great movie. What just happened? I don't know why, but my screen went black, so. And then we've got Spider-Man Homecoming. I liked this movie, but I do have to say, I think Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie there is. And if you haven't seen it yet and you like Spider-Man, really, like, you've got to go see it. I know it's animated and it's PG, but it's got enough adult humor in it, and it's funny, it's sad, it's everything. And it's got like I think it's got like a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes. And it definitely, probably the best movie I've seen this year. Another Stephen King movie, which I have to admit I have not seen before, but I've always heard good things about it. I haven't read the book either, but Salem's Lot. And then the last of the movies, we've got, I'm sorry I started off with movies even though this is kind of a gaming channel, but it's all nerd related, so, but we've got Harry Potter, the 8 film collection. I love Harry Potter. And I just saw Fantastic Beasts a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty good too, but the original 8 movies and then the books are always gonna be my favorites. And, oh, that last book that came out, what was it? The one they made a Broadway show on is not very good, honestly. Okay, so gaming related. I haven't opened this up yet, but this is pretty cool. This is the Oregon Trail. You can get it at Target, but it's a handheld, and you can play the original Oregon Trail on it. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably play that quite a bit. No, it's not going to stop. But it's in color too, so. I got this last month because it was our game of the month for Game Clubs. Game Clubs is this group that we have on Facebook where we play a game that's under 20 hours and under $20. And we play it as a group each month. We all get like 2 picks per person, and it goes on a wheel. The wheel spins, and whichever one it lands on, we play. I didn't finish this. I really need to get back into it, but I've been playing a lot of Red Dead, and I didn't have as much time as I do now, so I'm going to get back into it. But it's pretty much, it feels like Gears of War, but you get to slow down time as you run and gun, and it's pretty cool. And all the enemies are pretty much, most of them are like mech. So I would recommend it if you're into shooters. Definitely try that out. This one I saw on Metal Jesus Rocks. I think his Hidden Gems for PS4. And I don't know if I already showed this in my last video or not. I don't remember. It's been a while. But The Long Dark is supposed to be kind of like Firewatch. I mean, at least the graphics look like Firewatch, but it's supposed to be like one of the craziest like survival games that you'll ever play. I guess it's very realistic in a sense. I don't know. I haven't opened it yet because I've been playing Red Dead and a couple of other games that I recently got. And I'm sure I already showed this in my last video, but Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm like 80% done. And it's great. It's fun. I do think that God of War did deserve the title Game of the Year, though. It's a lot of fun, but I don't know. There's something missing for me, and I don't know. It's great. It's great. It is great, but it's not blowing me away. We'll say that. Actually, I think I enjoyed Grand Theft Auto 5 more, which is really weird because I love westerns. But and then for Christmas, I got the Super Nintendo Classic, which this thing's awesome. If you don't own a lot of these titles, then it's great. Apparently, it's easy to hack too. I'm not gonna hack it. I don't do that, but I mean, I know a lot of people do like doing that. So, um, the greatest thing about this is that it's super, super tiny, and you can carry it with you anywhere. I mean, that's a comparison as to like how it fits in your hand. It's small. It's got everything loaded on it already, so if you travel a lot, you can just plug it in at a hotel and play all these games. And there are quite a few games on here that are worth a lot if you were going out and trying to buy them. Like they've got Earthbound. I can't remember if this is expensive or not, but Ghouls and Ghosts. I know Secret of Mana is expensive. I don't know. Super Mario RPG is probably like $40, $50. And I don't know. There's quite a few, and then there's Mega Man X on here too. But there's quite a few games on here that are well worth the $80 for this thing. And you can save on it, which, I mean, I know you can on a Retron, but I don't have a Retron, so. And for Christmas, I finally got Persona 4. I'm so excited to play this. I love Persona 5. I haven't played through all of Persona 3 yet. I played quite a bit of it a long time ago, but a lot of people say that 4 is their favorite, so I'm going to give it a go at some point. Not right now, though, because all these games are always so long, and I need more shorter games, honestly. It is sealed. My sister got it off of eBay. I don't know if they just kind of like re-released them or what, because it doesn't have the PlayStation seal on it, so I don't know. But anyway, it's nice to have a new disc too. And then this was the last game I needed from the games that I got stolen from me last year. And this one was the one I kind of cried about the most. But Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. And I had the Steelbook before. Otherwise, I probably would have just picked it up again. But I'm glad to have this again, and it's brand new. So that's great. But I started playing this before it got stolen, and it was a lot of fun. I really like the Final Fantasy games, and I've only fully played through 10 and 15, and I loved those. So I know a lot of people don't like 15, but I thought it was one of the best games of 2016. Yeah, 2016. And then I got, this is the last game I got for Christmas. I only got a few games. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I've heard really great things about this too. I'm super excited to play this. I did play Origins, and Origins was fun. But I love Greek mythology, so. Kind of love Assassin's Creed games, but I can't play them all back to back. I have to kind of give myself a break in between because it gets a little repetitive. But they say that's the best one, so we'll see. Black Flag and 2 is my favorite. These are thrift store pickups, but I got this for, yeah, $2, and it is Ski-Doo Snowmobile Challenge, but I saw it was worth quite a bit more than $2, so I went ahead and picked it up. And it's complete, so. And the disc is in okay shape for a thrift store. Usually theirs are not too bad. And I may have already shown this. I really don't know what I've shown. But this one is actually worth like almost $20. And I saw it for $2, so I picked it up. It is 2012 London Olympics. And then I love these games, so I got Cool Borders 3. It was, I think I paid like 50 cents for it, so why not? It's complete. It's all in good condition too, and I didn't have 3. I had 1 and 2, but my screen went black again. Does it not know that I'm doing this? Okay. And one last thing I got a new PlayStation 4 controller. I think this color is amazing. It's so cool. I had another controller, but that one got stolen too. So it was just the black one. My original one got stolen. So I've got Star Wars, the Star Wars one, and then I've got this one now. This one's so awesome. I don't know, I may switch out between playing the two so they don't get too faded. And that's all I've got. But I know I'm going to do I'm not going to do it yet because we still got 2 days left. Who knows if I'll finish a game in 2 days or not. But I'll do my list of games that I completed this year, which really wasn't a lot, but it's about the same as last year, but I didn't even show those. So, and half the games I don't even own. I rented them or borrowed them from people, but yeah, do that. And then I've got Video Games Monthly, should be here probably in a week or so. And I don't know, I might do something like a pickup. I don't know. No, not a pickup, but maybe something else. I don't know. Maybe a review on something. Probably not. Might do like my hidden gems or top 25 games because it's hard to pick 15. It's even harder to pick 25. I don't know. And it changes all the time. So, and then I forget all the ones that were on PC that I loved, of course. But I'll do that. I'll at least try to upload a video every week, 2 weeks. I think that's reasonable, maybe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.